Hello, my lovely spirited community, and thank you so much for joining me for yet another spirited meditation. I'm so glad that you decided to take the time out of your day today and really focus on yourself and giving yourself a few minutes just to honor where you are in your journey. And this week's all about personal accountability, so I think that it's a great correlation. Just showing up to your meditation practice is great for personal accountability. When you're ready, go ahead and start by taking a comfortable seat. Whatever this means for you, you can sit cross-legged on your knees. You can lay down if that's what's most comfortable for you. You can sit in the chair if that's what you decide. Just whatever you need to do to feel comfortable. If you are seated in a chair, you can go ahead and place the hands in the lap, either facing upward. You can also do this if you're seated on the floor or on a yoga mat, on a meditation cushion as well. Go ahead and place the palms in the lap. And if you want to be receptive of the energy that we create in the room today, go ahead and keep your palms facing upward towards the sky. And this will allow the energy to flow towards you through your hands. If you want to keep your practice a little bit more towards yourself, you can go ahead and place the palms facing downward on your lap. Or if you really want and you're seated, you can place the back of one palm inside of the other palm with the thumbs touching. If you're lying down, you can keep your arms to the side with the palms facing up. Again, this will allow the energy to flow towards you. Or if you want to keep the practice more inward towards yourself, you can place one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. Go ahead and place the tongue behind the two front teeth and gently swallow if you feel the need to relax your throat. Go ahead and roll your shoulders back and just let your shoulders fall down your back, whatever is most comfortable for you, and then let your hands just fall to a comfortable resting position wherever they fall when you roll your shoulders back. Just breathing normal here. I want you to focus on the muscles in the face. And if you're holding any tension in these muscles, I want you to see if you can let go of that tension and feel that tension melt away with every inhale and every exhale. I want you to see if you can take that melting sensation down the tension that you're holding in the back of the neck and down the spine. As we do this, our body's going to feel heavy, like it's being pulled and rooted into the earth. Our body is becoming more grounded. Our hands and our arms feel heavy in our lap. And as we feel this melting sensation come over the tension we are holding in our entire body, our legs become heavy and our feet become heavy, and we feel rooted and grounded into the earth below us. I want you to feel the muscles in the belly and bring your focal point to this center point in the belly. If you're holding any tension in this point, I want you to see You can let that tension go and let the belly rise and fall with every inhale and every exhale. Really feeling into the center point in the belly with every breath. And whenever our mind starts to wander, we can always bring our awareness back to this center point in the belly, focusing on keeping our breaths of even inhales and even exhales. We have to understand that our mind is always going to wander. The goal of this meditation is to simply observe the thoughts that come up and let them pass us by. We can almost imagine each one of them becomes a cloud, and it just floats past us in our head and in our imagination. And when our meditation practice is over, then we can come back and we can reflect on the thoughts that came up and the feelings that may have come up with them. And we can try to understand why these emotions came up, maybe what feels familiar about them. Maybe we can journal about them and learn about ourselves a little bit and integrate some of these emotions. But for now, I want you to just come back to that center point in the belly and really focus on the breathing. I think the first step of any new process in our spiritual awakening journey is really understanding what something is. And I think we've all heard of accountability, where I think it takes place nowadays as holding each other accountable for doing something. This happens a lot in workouts, physical journeys. But personal accountability is holding ourselves accountable for not only making change in our routine, but holding ourselves personally accountable for our own actions and our own thoughts and our own words. And when we can really do that, and we can expand our mind and become a little bit more aware of what we're doing and saying and thinking, we can really integrate change in our mindsets and open our mind to new things and new ideas, new concepts. When it comes to personal accountability in the sense of changing our routines and maybe changing our daily habits, if that's what we decide we want and need to do, personal accountability can look a lot like self-discipline. You have to be willing to set the goals and really create a vision of what you want for yourself and create an action plan for how you're going to get there. And actually doing the work and taking the action. You can get all the help in the world you need. Life coaching, personal training, mental health coaching, therapy, among so many others, but none of this stuff will work unless you are willing to put in the work for yourself. Think about it. If you have a personal trainer who's training you and you're not willing to move your body, you won't see results. Bottom line. You have to be willing to do the work. And that being said, work is not always easy. Work is hard sometimes. But when we can overcome that challenge, that's when we grow. That's when we learn, and that's how we grow. And that's why it's so great that you decided to come to meditation practice today for yourself, because Even doing little things like taking these 20 minutes out of your day to meditate, you are integrating these emotions and taking the time to process your feelings. And in the long run, that's doing the work for yourself. I want you to bask in that feeling for just a moment. Go ahead and take a big, deep breath in, and we're going to let our exhales go with a sigh. We're going to do this 2 more times, really filling up our lungs all the way to our collarbones. And we're going to push out all the old stale air all the way from the lowest point in the belly. So go ahead and do this 2 more times when you're ready. Keeping your eyes closed and your breathing just natural. I want you to gently begin to bring your awareness back to the present moment. Go ahead and bring your hands to prayer in front of your chest, if that's what resonates with you in your practice. If not, feel free to leave your hands in your lap, wherever you sit. I want to thank you all for sharing this beautiful practice with me today, and for taking this time out of your day to honor your own needs, and for really doing something for yourself, and holding yourself accountable for any thoughts and emotions that may have come up during this practice. Good or bad, as a whole, they make us beautiful. I wish you all love and light. Namaste. Just so you all know, we post weekly meditations on our YouTube channel. So be sure to subscribe to our channel below if you want to stay up to date with those weekly meditations. And if you live in the Detroit area, we host Spirited Meditations live in Spirit Plaza the second Saturday of every month. You can find more information about this on our social channels at Spirited Detroit on Instagram. That's SPIRITED Detroit on Instagram and Facebook. This meditation in front of the Spirit of Detroit is the perfect place to come together and meditate with the community, and join us all as we envision the progress we make for the city. And it's really empowering to be part of the community and sharing this meditation, because it actually gives us a vision and a feeling to walk away with anytime we think about, talk about, or visit the city of Detroit. So we would love to have you at our next Spirited Meditation. Thank you all for joining us, and I hope you have a wonderful day.